Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to our playthrough of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. We're in our first competition, Rio Ruckus.
Ah, yes, the competitions. My least favorite part of these games.
They're actually my favorite part. How do you feel about them, Maddie?
Didn't like him as much in Pro Skater. Loved the hell out of him in the Thug games.
Oh, yeah, they're a little bit better there.
Yeah.
I'm guessing because they can be quite difficult when compared to the scores of the Pro Skaters. And it's always randomly generated whatever scores they get. And I can also tell you that the last one in the game, it can be hard as balls. And right here, I'm using the cheapest method to get us some points, and that is just to do endless grinding. Because as long as you're in that combo, even when the time reaches 0, you can still keep going.
Yep. So you can have that combo go on forever. The just trick is to make sure you don't bail at the last second and break the whole thing.
Yeah, and the thing about these competitions is, as you saw in the rules, if you bail, it hurts your score.
Yes.
Which makes sense. I mean, in a real competition, that's true too.
Yes. And what's always yeah. I haven't seen it bail that bad since Trevor Phillips and GTA. But I'm still going, like the Energizer Bunny.
He just keeps going and going and going.
Let's check out my score. And I always like to see where Tony Hawk is randomly ranked among these. For this one, he is at the bottom.
Ouch! Must be current day Tony Hawk trying a comeback.
Yes. Oh, your gals ain't what used to be, ain't what used to be.
Ow.
Yes. That's not a good way to land, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. Oh, right on the mommy daddy button.
Yeah, more or less.
I was watching the Austin Powers movies last night. Shut up.
Yeah, we could tell.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna quote Austin Powers. Not that corny.
Not to the extent you quote everything else.
Don't touch me.
The derp, I dropped again.
Now this is turning into a brain scratch comms thing. We got our Lewis now.
Yes. At the very least, Gratitude's doing good.
And meanwhile, you just dropped from the competition just out of nowhere.
And I decided just to end it early and end up getting second place. Because you can do that in this game. Because it's a best 2 out of 3 runs.
Ah.
Yeah, your 2 best runs are what counts for your score.
And you couldn't wait until you got the gold. Why?
Because we don't have time for that. I want to move on to Suburbia.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
You just referenced that meme. You referenced that meme.
And what are you going to do about it?
You referenced that meme.
And meanwhile, you troll us in so many different ways, I could give a damn.
And why the Wild Wild West treatment?
Indeed. This is one of my this is one of the levels that always stuck out in my head.
Suburbia, yeah.
Yeah, when it comes to this game, there are 2 levels in this game that immediately come to mind. Suburbia and the airport.
Yeah, Suburbia, I think, was one that stuck out me, mainly because, of course, the creepy haunted house.
Yes.
Which, by the way, if this is a gated community, why would you have a haunted house?
Because every community has a haunted house.
No, a gated community. You don't know what that is?
That's community for the rich folk.
Exactly.
Yeah, you
Doesn't mean
get the boss from Office Space. Yeah, if you stop haunting my kids, that'd be great.
Sorry, ghosts don't play by your rules.
Yeah, but if you could play with those rules from now on, that'd be great.
I can already see where this is going, so I'm just going to abandon this conversation.
Wow, Tito actually has a brain for once.
Right.
Right, for here, just trying to go for the highest score possible. That's always my first goal whenever I start any level, is just to get the highest score possible and get that out of the way, because those are usually the easiest goals to get.
Yeah, and in the later levels, that tends to take up the majority of your time just trying to get those scores.
Oh yeah, because in the last level, the sixth score I believe is like 400,000.
Yeah, you're gonna be busting your butt just to get that.
Spoiler alert: I don't get that goal.
Meanwhile, at the completion of Slayer, I beat it. How
Of course he did.
you do, Nintendo?
By the way, this is definitely not a 100% run.
Nintendo.
I think we figured that out by the last non-competition level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the last technical level is really just a bonus level, so I only do one run of that.
Ah.
And
for those that know what that bonus level is, cool for you. But for those that don't know what it is, you're in for a surprise.
we know something you don't know.
Not about this game. Just in general.
And I barely make it to that man in time.
Yeah, talk about cutting it down to the wire.
Literally with 0 seconds remaining, only because I manualed.
Now, if I remember correctly, that's one of the things that actually you get is permanently open now.
Yeah, it is.
That's the one thing I'll give this game credit for, is when you do complete certain objectives that open up things like this, they stay open on the next run. You don't have to worry about having to do it all over again.
Yes.
That would just be stupid.
Extremely. And now it's time, I believe, to get the secret tape. This level has one of my favorite secret tape locations. But first, we're going to do the trick shot.
Dun,
Most levels
dun,
have-
dun, 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 dun. Trick shot.
Fail. This is definitely one of the more tricky ones to pull off, because you have to get enough air to go over it. And that just feels, can just be pretty difficult. Also, tell Shauna I said hi.
Yeah, you got, there we go.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's honestly one of the better runs I have of doing that goal. There's been so many times where it takes me multiple runs just to do that one goal.
Worth it?
And for some reason... Sorry, go ahead.
Worth it?
Definitely. And for some reason, there's an infinite number of bats in that top attic area.
Well, that's the goal for haunted houses. The bats just keep spawning.
It's like every Zelda fan's worst nightmare. And now, as I stated, to the other level that comes to my mind when I think of this series, or at least this game, the airport.
Because pre 9/11 airports were skatable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hashtag 90s.
Well, this came out, I think, in 2001.
Okay, hashtag before 9/11. Whatever.
Yeah. I think when most people think of like anything related to air travel in the Tony Hawk series, most people think of the hangar from Tony Hawk 2.
Yes. Usually we have our goal movies, which I always like. Giving a little preview on what you need to do.
Yeah, at least let you, you know, they don't send you in blind. That would be stupid.
Yes. And instead of doing the score attack, I always take the tickets to my buds for the first goal I do in this level.
Good call.
If you're really good, you could probably get both.
However, I am not.
Oh, I like your taste right now.
Yes, I'd go a little Studio Megane for the soundtrack.
you make Shadesy happy in his head place.
Yes. By the way, if you go through those goals, or though not sure exactly what you call it, but if you go through that gate, but you lose the tickets, or if you get tackled, or if you bail, which thankfully I did after I delivered the tickets.
Yeah, that would be kind of sad.
One of the goals that is a complete pain in the ass to do is to grind around and hit all the flags.
Oh yeah. I remember that one. That would give me some trouble when I tried it.
I was
Yes,
able to do that once.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that you use cheat codes to do sometimes.
Yeah.
No, I
That
did it
perfect grind
clean
sheet saves
once.
your ass.
I did it. I was able to do it clean once, and
you'll see
only
what-
once.
Yeah, and That's one of the goals I always do whenever I play through this level, and you're going to see me do that goal with various amounts of failure.
How many takes does it take, ladies and gentlemen?
You're not going to see any of the fail takes.
Oh, of course not. Because this guy actually knows how to edit.
Yeah, that would be just a waste of time. Even though this is a pretty short playthrough already, but... And I could have left it in just to create filler so we could go up to 10 parts, but I'm not that type of person.
That's a shock.
The one time I choose not to troll the audience.
I know, right? And the audience will thank you for that.
Yes.
For now.
For now.
For now.
Just doing a bit of score attack here as much as I can. Not sure if I get the 6th score on this level. I got the high score.
Yeah, shy of the 6 score.
And I gave my friends 2 tickets to paradise.
2 tickets to Paris. No, I can't sing.
I was gonna
Still fighting cold.
Rock a bell with me tonight?
Sounds more like Michael Bolton.
he makes everybody sound like Michael frickin' Bolton.
By the way, did you hear Michael Bolton did an Office Space parody recently?
Yes.
I saw that.
That was really amazing.
Whoever green screened and edited that shot, that's all I'm
Yeah.
gonna say. Well done.
And here I am. This is pretty much the cheap way to get the higher scores in this level. Just grind everything.
Yeah, you get the special grinds on top of it, which gives you bonus points.
Actually, I think I forgot to give my Crazy Skater special grinds.
Well, I'm talking like the unique grind spots,
Oh, right.
which
Getting
is what
gaps.
the gap spots, which is always special points, bonus points for those. So
Pro
Although
tip:
they do-
if you're gonna grind a lot, grind over gaps like he's doing.
Yeah. Although the points for everything deteriorates over time.
yeah, it's their way, it's their little cheat prevention, so you don't just spam the same spot over and over again for a high score.
Doesn't stop me from doing it.
Nope.
But
after a while, it reaches the point where you have to move
If you
on,
keep it
'cause-
up, the multiplier is worth it.
Yeah. Though eventually it does reach a point where you have to move on because it just will not let you get any more points that way.
More or less. And I don't know how I landed that.
You hit the triangle button just in time.
Yes.
That's what happened.
Did I beat the 6th score yet? Not sure.
I know you got the pro score. And now you're just failing.
Yes. That's what I do best.
You're spilling
succeed.
blood. You're spilling more blood than Ric Flair.
Yeah. By the end of this playthrough, my Crazy Skater should have been dead multiple times over.
There you go.
There's the 6th score.
And at this point you say, screw it, I'm done. Now for the rest of the run.
I think for the next goal, oh, here we go. I'm going for the flags. Decided to cut right back to where the flags are because kind of would be fillery just to show me skating all the way over there again.
And of course they don't just like fall off like they should. They end up like shattering like they're made of glass.
Well, maybe these are glass flags. You don't know. Maybe this is a weird airport.
Depending on where this is, that wouldn't surprise me.
I want to assume somewhere in LA because that's where I assume most of this game takes place.
Probably.
Wouldn't surprise me.
We need to get one of the one of our friends in LA to confirm or deny whether or not the flags are made out of glass.
Or
I
how?
think they might
10
be.
more seconds.
Don't worry, I'm gonna make it.
You're not gonna make it. You're not gonna make it. You're not gonna make it. You're not gonna make it. He made it.
Save Australia for last.
Oh, what are you biased against Australians there?
No, I just saved them for last because they have the best burgers. Outback burgers.
Wait. You're talking about Outback Steakhouse, right?
It's the most authentic Australian place you can go.
Oh wow, you are up.
Someone's out for causing trouble.
I don't know what you're talking about.
To any Australian, anyone from Australia listening to this, we leave him alone with you.
Yeah, he's all yours. Trust me. I know a few Australians who would vehemently disagree on that.
I bet they disagree that Foster's this Australian beer as well.
Actually, yes.
Anyways, that's about it for this part. Hopefully next time it won't drop at all.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you're gonna drop again.